90% of small investors never get to where they wanted to be when they first started investing. Not because the market is unfair, not because they didn't have enough money, and definitely not because they were unlucky. It's because they make the same mistakes over and over without even realizing it. In this video, you're going to understand exactly what those mistakes are, why they happen, and what separates the people who actually build wealth from those who spin their wheels for years. Stay until the end, because mistake number 3 is the most common and the most underestimated of all. When most people start investing, they do the right thing. They open an account, put money in, buy something. The problem isn't the beginning, it's what comes after. Because investing seems simple in theory. Buy, hold, grow. But in practice, the market does things that mess with your head. When the market drops 20%, what do you feel? Fear. And what does fear make you want to do? Sell. When the market climbs 40% in a row, what do you feel? Excitement. And what does excitement make you want to do? Buy more at exactly the wrong time. This cycle, fear and excitement, selling and buying at the wrong moment, is what drains most investors' returns over time. It's not the market that destroys wealth. It's the reaction to the market. The first mistake is trying to time the market, waiting for the dip to buy, waiting for the peak to sell. It sounds logical, but there's a well-known study from Fidelity that analyzed which accounts had the best performance over time. You know what they found? The best accounts belonged to people who had forgotten they even had an account, or who had passed away. That says everything. People who try to time the market miss the best days. And the best days tend to happen right after the worst ones. Those who sold out of fear missed the recovery. The second mistake is investing only when there's money left over, instead of investing first and spending the rest. It sounds like a small detail. It isn't. When you only invest what's left, what actually happens? The month your budget got tight, you didn't invest. The month you had an unexpected expense, you didn't invest. The month the market dropped and fear kicked in, you didn't invest. Consistency is more powerful than trying to time anything. $200 every single month, without exception, beats $500 3 times a year in almost every long-term scenario. This one is the most dangerous and probably the most common among people who already know the basics. You learn about ETFs, great, then you learn about stock picking, then options, then rebalancing, then factor investing, then small caps, value stocks, momentum strategies. And suddenly you have a portfolio with 14 positions, a different strategy for each one, and you're spending more time managing it than actually working. Complexity gives you the feeling of control, but most of the time, it just increases costs, increases emotional mistakes, and reduces returns. The investors who build the most wealth over the long run tend to have simple strategies, executed consistently for a very long time. Here's what separates those who get there from those who don't. And it will probably surprise you. It's not which assets they pick. It's not when they enter the market. It's not having a more sophisticated spreadsheet. First, they have a system, not an instinct. They decided how much they'll invest every month. They decided where. And they follow it regardless of what's happening in the market or in the news. Second, they treat volatility as an ally, not an enemy. When the market drops, they don't panic. They think, I'm buying at a lower price. That shift in perspective changes everything. Third, they have a real-time horizon. They don't invest thinking about 5 years. They think about 15, 20, 30 years. And that long horizon removes most of the short-term anxiety. Fourth, they control what they can control. They don't try to predict the market. They manage their contributions, their costs, their taxes, and their behavior. The rest, they let time handle. So, to wrap up, most small investors don't fail because of a lack of knowledge. They fail because of behavior, reacting to the market instead of having a plan and sticking to it. The three most common mistakes are trying to time the market, investing inconsistently, and overcomplicating the strategy. And what the people who get there do differently is simple: a system, consistency, a long-time horizon, and a focus on what they can control. One question for you in the comments: which of these three mistakes have you made or still make? Leave a comment, because the answers always surprise me. If this video made sense to you, share it with someone who is just starting to invest right now. It might be the best thing you do for that person. See you in the next one.